Actually has a comic book program. Yeah, one of the very few. And I saw his there, so I went back to his DeviantArt page, and I was looking for somebody who had kind of a Ryan Otley energy, like the guy who does Invincible.
Yeah.
And he does. So I shot him an email, and he was 21 years old. He was in between his junior and senior year in school.
Yeah. How long ago was this? This was like
2009. Yeah, the book didn't come out until 2011. It took us a year or so to get greenlit, and then it took us another year or so before we started putting out the issues.
And why did it take so long in between the green light?
The greenlighting process was just a matter of finding the right colorist, which was, well, we'd had like 2 before we got to Felipe, and like they got it, and then it kind of busted out on us, and it was one of those things where it eats up a lot of time because you give them, you're like, well, we'll give them another couple of weeks, you know what I mean, and by the time you figure it out, you've lost like 6 months. Then after we got the green light from Image, we just wanted to have enough time to get a bunch of issues in the can so that we wouldn't run late.
Yeah. I mean, the art is really nice.
Trad is really good.
We're just bullshitting. Yeah, I know. It's actually my first one ever. I'm kind of nervous, actually. He doesn't bite. Yeah,
I might.
Be intimidated by his beard.
Are you going to do that? Remember, it's either hands. He's going to either sign a book or
That's true. Actually, my only request is you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Because I invariably destroy them trying to get them in and out of the plastic sleeves. Which is a, because I apparently have the manual dexterity of a monkey on Quaaludes.
I really like Brad's Batman.
That thing was badass.
It was, dude.
Yeah.
No problem.
I'm like, that was good. You better put a leash on that boy.
I'm glad he is committed to finishing out all the Luther Strode stuff.
Because you're thinking what? This is we talked about 3, right? And that's it.
Yeah. So we got one more series. I'm going to start writing that probably in March.
And my
So your first signing, eh?
This is my first time, actually, yeah. Yes, actually, I follow you on Twitter and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
You've been saying that you've been finishing up this this new book. You've been, like, hitting and stuff like that, and you've got 13, 16.
Today was a big week. It's just one of those things where everything kind of cascaded together that I ended up having.
Yes, it is.
I had 2 scripts due last week, and then I got a 10-page thing that needed to be done right away, so I had to write all that, and I finished off the Legend of Luther Strode, like, Sunday. And then this week, I've got another, at least 2 things that need to be done. 2 is probably all that's going to get done. I should probably actually do more than that, but I think my brain doesn't have the capacity.
When did you figure out that you wanted to do this stuff?
About 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
I had always liked comics. Basically, I had always liked comics, like really always liked comics. Like my mom had bought me Popeye comics when I was like 2 or 3 for some reason. Probably just shut me up while I was in the grocery store. And so I learned to read so I could read those because people in my family wouldn't read to me enough. Which, in their defense, like, you know how kids are, it was pretty much, it would have been an 18-hour day job. So I had always read comics, but I was actually through college and out before it occurred to me, and I had always written. And what I had done in college is I was focused on writing like screenplays and that kind of stuff. And it took until I was 22 or 23 probably before it occurred to me that indeed comics was maybe a thing I could do.
Yeah.
So what had happened was sometime after that, I got on the Warren Ellis forum, and I'm just old enough that like I didn't get on the internet until I was like 18. Like we just didn't flat out have it where I was from. Because I'd been like 96. So I didn't realize that there was a way for me to get into the industry, and once I got on the forum there, I realized that these were, professionals, and I could talk to them, and I could find artists and all that kind of stuff. And,
Now it's even harder to talk to you because now that nobody wants to talk to you.
No.
Nobody wants to talk to you at all.
It's one of those things that like it was the right time, right place. It was when the internet was like a new thing and people weren't yet overwhelmed. You know what I mean? And it's tough. And it's one of those things where I try when people talk to me on Twitter or send me emails and stuff, I always try to respond. But there gets to be a point like I'm a fairly minor figure in comics, right? So I can imagine the sheer volume of stuff that Warren Ellis gets. Like they're just
crazy.
He couldn't possibly answer everything, which kind of sucks. Like I mean, you want to. At least I know I do. And